Savior, tell me, are you seeking passage into no man's land by any chance?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Well, to hammer it plain, there's treasure out west. Unclaimed scrap and ancient metal. And I've got a sturdy band of salvagers that knows the lay of the land.
You're not afraid of the Tanakhs?
Terrified. But I carry out most of my business in no man's land. Neutral territory and all that. Barren Light is our port of entry. When its doors aren't closed for an embassy. I was hoping your arrival meant they might be opening soon. I've got a business to run, after all.
I want that embassy to happen as much as you do. Believe me, I'm working on it.
Good to know. And keep us in mind. If you do manage to open the way, our main camp will be just past Barren Light. We'll buy any scrap you've got on you. And if you're looking for machine parts, we've got the best in the West. Guaranteed.
All right. Maybe later then.
If you could get those blasted gates open.
I feel like that guy is the
I'm not
author.
the only one who wants to get those gates open.
I feel like that guy is the author of a note that we found earlier because he was talking about the blasted gates and them not being open. Said that he was going broke. Also spoke about their other Oseram friends on the other side of the wall. Now we are in the middle of an ad break, so anybody anybody that was supposed to get an ad and didn't, you're welcome. I did that for you. Anybody that is subscribed though, thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. Accessified, hopefully you're still in chat. If you can hear me, welcome in. He said this game is a masterpiece on PC. I've downloaded it right now. This is absolutely gorgeous right now. I gotta say, I'm blown away on so many parts that I'm seeing. Like I don't know, it's just like this game looked really good, I thought, on PS5. Like I played it in 4K on PS5. It looked amazing on PS5, but there was like this halo around all the people. And there were certain things that I was like, okay, that could be better. Everything looks so clean and crisp and wonderful. I mean, I'm only playing in 1440p, and I feel like it looks better in 1440p than it did on console in 4K. Actually, it's insane how beautiful it is. I don't want to go any further because we are in the middle of an ad break, so I don't want to ruin that for anybody. So let's actually, I think there is a merchant over here. Let's go and talk to a merchant. So I do believe this merchant has a new bow for us. Let's trade with the hunter. All right, so we have a rope caster, which is nice. What does this one do? What is this? Impact? Would this be impact damage essentially? This doesn't really have an element applied to it. Explosive trip caster. Oh, rope caster is the ones that you stick to machines and tie them down. That's what they are. I was thinking it was a trip caster. So there's an explosive trip caster, explosive blast sling that also has purge water on it. And I think this is the only place to get purge water this early in the game. So this might be worth picking up. But right here, this is what I think we should 100% buy. This is a knockdown sharp shot bow. So not only, so the way that the bows work in this game are very, you know what? I want to wait until we get back from the ad break before I actually explain this, because I feel like this is good information for anybody. There is a chance at our first shredder gauntlet. So the only problem is we need a leap lasher circulator, and we don't encounter any leap lashers at this point in the game. So if you actually want to get a leap lasher circulator, you actually have to get lucky and loot it from one of the containers that we've come across. So yeah, we obviously have not found one, unfortunately. Swing said, indeed, I kind of wanted to smack this guy. And Alving, or whatever the shit he's called. But for some reason, humans are harder to take down in this game than in Horizon Zero Dawn. They really are. They are. Their vision is much better. They hear much better. It's yeah, they're a pain in the ass sometimes. Headshots are the way to go. Hit them in the face. Shoot them in the face. And then once you break off their helmet, shoot them again in the face. Boogie said, it looks really good. Yeah, it's amazing. Hopefully the stream's conveying it too. Like it comes across in the stream how good it looks, because it's fucking gorgeous. I feel like I need to turn up the ISO on my camera right now. There, that's a little bit brighter. A little bit brighter. What kind of water is that? I'll tell you what kind of water it is. The kind you put in your mouth and drink. All right, I think we are back from ad break now. So now everybody that waited through the ads, thank you guys so much. Accessified, if you were in a break, again, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining in on the stream. And how are you today? This game is a fucking masterpiece, no, without a doubt. But I figured I would wait until you guys got back from the ad break so that I can explain exactly how the bows and arrows work in this game, because it's much different than the way that it was in Horizon Zero Dawn. In Horizon Zero Dawn, you had weapons that were good for essentially your hunter bow was your do-it-all weapon. It was great for impact damage, and it sort of did everything. You always used a hunter bow for essentially, you could pick a hunter bow and it performed everything that you wanted a bow to do. But in Horizon Forbidden West, there's been a big change. So impact damage is the damage you do directly to a machine's health. Tear damage is what tears off not only armor that is covering a machine, but also the parts that are on a machine as well that you need to gather. In this game, hunter bows are not for damage. And I can't tell you how many people don't understand this. They are not for damage in this game. They are meant to do two things, essentially. A hunter bow is to tear off machine parts or armor so that you can do damage to it, or it is to apply an elemental effect. So you can use the arrows to apply acid damage or fire damage or frost to a machine and then make them more susceptible to your other damage. Your damage bows in this game are actually the sharp shot bows. And you're looking at these arrows right here, specifically this stat that I'm hovering under with my mouse right now. This is the impact damage. Impact damage is the damage that you do directly to something's health. This is reduced when you shoot armor, because armor is essentially a barrier between their health and your arrow. So you either have to penetrate the armor or bust off the armor or do damage to a weak spot with impact damage in order to actually take down machines faster. So at this point in the game, the bow that we've seen back at Chain Scrape and this bow are the only two sharp shot bows that you can get. Buy these immediately. If you can actually get here to Barren Light as soon as you jump into the Daunt, it's wise to just come here and you have to have them blow the whistle so the merchants can sell stuff. But once you got that whistle blown and you're able to buy stuff from merchants, come directly here, get this bow. This bow is slightly better than the bow that you'll pick up from Chain Scrape, and it also has tear arrows. So the good thing about tear arrows is they tear in an area of effect. So it's a good way of stripping armor off a large portion of a machine. So I could shoot a tear arrow. It causes a mini explosion in that one spot and knocks off all the armor. It doesn't do any kind of much direct damage to a machine, but it does essentially rip off all the armor in that one spot, and then you can switch to your other arrows and do a whole lot of damage. But so we're gonna buy this one right now. We're gonna try and upgrade this as much as possible. We're gonna equip it. This bow is now gonna take the place of our original hunter bow that we have right here. So now the only hunter bow we're using is one that applies acid and fire, and then we're using this one for damage. True, I figured this out about the sharp shot bows very late into the game. I found a super OP sharp shot bow that absolutely erased human enemies. Before that, though, they were getting the clusterfuck bombs from my slingshot, right? Because blast damage is also that actually bypasses armor too. Blast damage does. So I mean, I've seen so many people playing this the way that they would play Horizon Zero Dawn, and it just doesn't work. You wonder why. It's been taking me 20 shots to kill some machines. That's why it's taking me 20 shots, is because the only time I'm essentially doing any kind of decent damage is when I'm hitting weak spots. If I'm not hitting weak spots, I'm doing 6 damage. That's horrible. That's horrible. So you got to pick yourself up a sharp shot bow as soon as you possibly can. So we're going to try and upgrade that one right now. Thank you.
Thanks.
Did
Come
she
back
just...
anytime.
Sharp shot bows are powerful, high accurate, long range weapons. They have reduced accuracy when fired while moving and cannot be aimed while sliding. Remember, shoot elemental arrows to detonate canisters of the same elemental type.
Nora, don't go. I have weapons you won't see anywhere else.
That lady. I like her. All right. See, I feel like they don't do a good enough job explaining that in the game. Like right there was a perfect spot. It says knockdown precision arrows are now available for one of your sharp shot bows. These arrows do less damage than standard types,
Didn't
but
expect to see you up and about.
have a high knockdown power, which allows you to stagger or knock down enemies more easily. Remember to aim for the legs. So any machine that is a medium size or bigger, if you want to knock them down with the knockdown arrows, you have to shoot them in the legs. It usually takes 1 or 2 arrows and they go down, and then that opens them up for a critical attack. And whatever is happening over here is super loud. Look at the way these things work, y'all. Like, these people are actually working. It's really loud. I just found this to be so cool the first time I saw it. He's cranking it into position, and it's split as it goes through this machine. How freaking cool is that? I love that. That is so good. That is so amazingly good. All right, let's go to the workbench. That was so loud, though. It's super loud working out there. All right, so we're going to go. Obviously, we have our pouch that we have to upgrade. Hunter arrow quivers. We're going to do that one right now. So upgrade that. So we need a Pakari bone. I think that's how it's pronounced. I don't know how to pronounce this word. Let me get my fat head out of the way so you can see. We need a rabbit hide and Pakari bone in order to do our next upgrade for that. We do have the tripwire pouch, trap pouch, resource pouch, potion pouch, precision arrow quiver. We need a fox bone for that. So we definitely want that as soon as possible as well, because you can only carry 6 precision arrows at a time. So yeah, this is definitely something we want to keep in mind as something that we want to upgrade. But I think we're good right now on all of these. Spike holster, I think I'm good on that as well. The only thing that we can upgrade is just the tripwire pouch, so we'll pass on that for now. Let's go to weapon. So we have the fire hunter bow. Let's get our knockdown sharp shot bow upgraded first. So let's do this one. This one costs 50 metal shards and 1 braided wire, and this is going to actually give us just an increase in damage. That's it. So we're going to go from 50 to 58 impact damage. So we'll hit that one up. The next one's going to give us knockdown power. So this is a perk that's just going to be added to the weapon, and that's going to be how much extra knockdown power it'll actually do. So we need a leap lasher circulator for that. We got to go find a leap lasher pretty soon. So essentially, yeah, that's as much as we can do right now. We really need to get us some leap lashers pronto. The good thing with the sharpshooter bow that you get from back at Chain Scrape is that I do believe everything you need to upgrade that to level 3 can be found inside of the Daunt. Leap lashers you have to find after you leave the Daunt. So it might be worth us going there and actually scooping that up. I didn't realize that until just now. Let's also come in here and let's do the fire hunter bow. So this just gives us, our first upgrade's only going to give us increase fire damage, acid damage, and then the buildups. Let's do that one. The second one is just going to do the same, and that's going to cost a charger circulator. That's no big deal. We got 1,252 shards right now, so we're in a good position. And then the third one is going to give us a new coil slot, and we'll probably fill that coil slot with an extra acid damage coil, because fire damage just isn't really that good in this game. They kind of nerfed it a whole lot from Horizon Zero Dawn. So let's go ahead and do this one. This will bring us up to 47 acid buildup, which I believe is 2 higher than our original hunter bow that we started with. I believe the other hunter bow only gets up to 45 if I'm not mistaken. So there, that's good. Let's come over here to the fire and we'll fast travel. So if you guys don't know, you use essentially these a purchasable material, I guess, is the only way I know how to explain it. They are, let me see if I can actually find one. They are right here. Fast travel packs. These you can buy from merchants. This is how you can fast travel when you're not near a campfire. But when you are near a campfire, all you got to do is go to a campfire on my my keybinds. It's 0, allows you to fast travel, and then you can fast travel for free. So the best way is just to find the nearest campfire, because they're literally all over the place in this game. Find the nearest campfire and fast travel that way. That's the best way to do it. So let's go ahead and go to Chain Scrape. We do not lose one of our fast travel things for this. But if I was to go from out in the wilds and I wanted to fast travel, that would cost me a fast travel pack. All right, so now that we're back here, let's go ahead and purchase this one. And skirt. Oh, I think we have a visitor over here. Let's go check this out.
Olvin can't just ignore us like this, can he? We almost died because of him.
Have you seen us? What are we supposed to do? Have Arnold throw his crutch at him?
It's the miners that we went and saved from the mine down the way for the side quest. Let's actually talk to them. Talk to Asaram miners.
I see you all made it back.
Hammer and tongs. That they did, Huntress. They tell me you blasted through the problem. Lokuf here came back trembling like a twig.
Hey!
What's important is everyone made it out.
Hey!
No thanks to Olvin.
Have you talked to him yet?
We're on the waiting list.
Doesn't have the guts to face all of us at once.
We need to stick together, in case he decides to send his goons over.
You're all banged up as it is. I can deal with Olvin. You don't need to stick around.
We know, you old hammer.
Just stay safe.
Be careful, gentlemen.
Velda doesn't take any slackers.
Nice. So a nice little side thing that you can sort of do after, like a follow-up to the quest line, which is pretty dope. All right, so let's go up and talk to the merchant up here. We'll get this sharp shot bow, and we'll see how far we can upgrade this. Hopefully I didn't waste all the materials on the other one, and I can still get this one and get it fully upgraded. I believe we should be able to get this one, I want to say up to like 70 something, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a really long time since I played this. It starts out the same, but the other one, I believe, tops out at a higher damage than this one does. By like 3 or 4 or something like that, but you know, it is what it is. So let's buy this one. We'll buy and equip it, and we'll put that one in the top slot now. Whoa, all up in that dude's face. I didn't mean that. All right, and then we can come in here, and where is that bow? Right there, sharp shot bow. So the first one gives it, moves it up to 56 impact damage. That one doesn't hardly cost anything. The next one cost a burrower circulator. So yeah, we definitely got this. So now this one is already surpassing in damage than the other one that we just bought. So this is up to 65. And now we need a burrower sound shell. Here, I'll move my head so you guys can actually see it. It's behind my head. Burrower sound shell, small machine core, braided wire. It costs 2 of those and 95 metal shards. This will bring it up to 75 impact damage. And it will also give us a coil that we can use to a coil slot. All right, bonus. Beautiful. So now let's get some stuff on these, some coils. So I guess we'll start here. We'll remove this one. Let's unequip this coil, and we're going to put it on the one we're actually using. So the Fire Hunter bow, we're going to go to this coil, and let's put on the acid, the plus 7% acid buildup, which would be nice. And then, is that our sharp shot bow? Yes. What do we have for coils for this? There is a knockdown damage and overdraw damage. I don't know. Does this weapon even have overdraw on it? It might or might not. I don't remember seeing it. This is the best one that we have. We're not really doing knockdown damage with this one, so this one's kind of useless. So let's equip that, and we'll draw it and see if it has any kind of overdraw damage. So overdraw damage is essentially the longer that you pull back a bow, it will get to a point where it's fully drawn, and she'll draw it just a little bit more, and it will actually change the reticle. So if we pull this back, yeah, this one does not have overdraw damage on it. It doesn't have any kind of overdraw. So our coil on this one is just essentially a waste. We'll have to keep an eye out for another coil. Let's see if this guy actually sells any coils. It would be nice if he did. Buy tools. You're a tool. Resources. It doesn't look like he has any coils. Would this guy sell him? A Stitcher. Ignoring me again? No, none there either.
I'm into that stuff. Took you long enough.
Whoa, what was that blink? That was weird. All right, let's go ahead and fast travel back down to Barren Light then.
3 months.
And we'll see what that side quest is. We got a little question mark there or something I missed. You missed it. The worst ever. All right, so let's go ahead and fast travel all the way back down here. We'll grab this new quest that's way down yonder. Fast travel. Is it Seagrass? Seagrass, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Rocket Nation. It's good to have you, my friend. How are you today? What up, though? All right, we'll just make our way up the mountain here. I think we should run into... You know what? We should probably... There's a Stitcher here as well. There's also a couple of quests here, isn't there? There's one side quest here as well. Let's check the Stitcher here. And see if this Stitcher has any.
Cardja armor.
Yeah, it's good. How about you? I'm doing amazing. Thank you so much for asking. Just absolutely in love with this game right now. I'm so happy to be back playing it. I'm geeked about it. I'm glad that it's finally made its way to PC. Let's just put it that way. All right, trade with Stitcher. Coils and weaves. All right, so low health defense +1. This really good. We're buying this right now. Zero hesitation. We're buying this. Yeah, the same. I know it, right? You're installing it right now. You're like the third person today that is like, dude, I'm installing it right now. That's what I freaking love about Twitch, man. It's like such an awesome place to go. And you can, like, I'm getting ready to play, like, if I'm playing Destiny, I can tune into somebody playing Destiny and like that. I love that. I fucking love that. Shiny Light Gold says, I can't wait for Ghost of Tsushima next month. We're going to be playing that as well. I can't wait for that one too. All right, so we're going to buy this one. Zero hesitation. We're buying this. We're going through the money right now. I ain't going to lie. Potion potency, weapon stamina. I'm not interested in all those. So they don't have any of the coils that we need for our weapons, but that is a good upgrade for our outfit though. So let's come in here. Instead of, I think instead of melee damage, we might go with melee, keep the melee defense, because that might help us from dying. And instead we'll go low health defense. So this is kind of going to be defensive in nature, even though it's not really what I'm going for. Let's check the other merchant here and see if this merchant has anything. Yeah, I started with Dragon's Dogma 2. I was originally going to play through Dragon's Dogma 2, but with all the stuff that I saw about the, I own it, but with all the microtransactions and that stuff, it really just didn't sit well with me. And I tend to, if something doesn't sit, I took a stand. It doesn't matter in the long run, and don't expect other people not to play it, but I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to play it. I don't like what they did. So I said to hell with it. I actually have it hidden in my Steam library right now. Does it mean anything? No. But I was like, yeah, to hell with it. I don't like what they did.
Hey, I thought you'd left by now.
Only all the things that you can buy for cash, you can find in game. Yeah, I did hear that. I don't like that they didn't let me know beforehand, because I just wouldn't have bought it beforehand if I would have known. So, yeah. But I've heard essentially the same thing too. So, like I said, does it really matter? Probably not. But I just didn't want to support it. I thought it was kind of shady what they did. So we do need to get ourselves. I want to get this. I want to start. I've never really used Shredder Gauntlets, and I really want to use them. All right, so I think we're good here. Let's go up the hill now. You did see that on the pre-site, but not on Steam. Yeah. Like when I look through Steam, there's no mention of, hey, it's going to cost you money if you want to alter your character's appearance. Yeah, it's going to cost you money if you want to start over. Like in the way that they did the whole single save thing, it kind of makes sense now in hindsight why they chose to do. Like, they know what, and everybody knows, not just them. Oh, there's our person right there to speak to. It's not like we all know what they did and what they were trying to do. They know what they were trying to do. And then when it didn't sit right, they sort of changed things around and tried to steer it away from, no, that's not, you know what you were doing. We know what the plan was. And yeah, it just didn't sit right with me. I don't judge people that play it though. You know what I mean? All the same. I don't expect other people to do what I'm doing. Is what I'm saying.
Had to pick today, didn't you? Took my eyes off that rock for 5 damn minutes.
Super dead. Hey, Malieve. You know what? I just want to watch him try and drag this guy for a bit. This guy is a guard? This guy can't even drag a dead body across the room. Dude. Horrible guard. Worst guard ever. Yeah, I know what you mean, Seagrass. Because I was literally looking at Dragon's Dogma 2 as possibly being one of my games of the year, too. I was super, super excited about it. All right, let's talk to him. Taka, what is up? Good to see you. How are you today?
Hey, what happened here?
What do you care?
Don't you?
As it happens? No. You know, I was already having a crappy day, and now these 2 idiots picked my shift to climb the damn mountain. Wouldn't be so bad if this one weren't so heavy.
Wait, 2 idiots?
Did I stutter? Yeah, 2.
Whoa!
Heard another one shouting up top. Sounds like they got caught between sharp claws and a sharper fall.
Uh-oh.
Someone's in trouble. Aren't you gonna do something?
Self-inflicted. And I got my hands full with this one.
You're seriously not going to help.
You seriously are?
Someone's in trouble at the top of the cliff. I better get to climbing.
Time to climb, bros. Nice helmet, bro, right? Nice freaking helmet, bro. All right, let's head up. Seagrass says, when you have a top-of-the-line PC and you're running 40 frames per second, 40 frames per second in cities, that's a big no-no for me. Yeah, I agree with that, too. That was another reason why I noticed a lot of people with really good PCs couldn't actually even run the game. I'm like, what? I have a 4090. I have a 7800X 3D. I'm with you. If my PC can't run it, that's you fucked up. You fucked up, bro. Salty Comedian says, Rockitsauce, Dragon's Dogma 2 looks and runs like a PS3 game. That's why I hate it too, is it? Yeah. I was super excited for it, man. I'm just, it's a bummer. It's a bummer. It's a big oh, look at this little shithead in the water. Well, I don't think we have to avoid this little shit. One shot, 300 damage right to the eyeball. That's what I'm talking about, buds. There we go. Nice. Now we're doing some damage. Now we can kill some things. There's also a chest right here. I passed it. No, I didn't. I got it. Winning. Swim to the surface. I think after 30 more updates, Dragon's Dogma will be okay. Isn't it unfortunate, like, we gotta wait that long for some games to be, like, in a good spot? I think eventually I'll end up giving in because I still want to play the game as much because I'm an addict. I'm a video game addict, all right? I'll just say it like it is. I still want to play it. All right, let's hop up here. I think, can we? Yeah, I think we can cross up here. At some point, I'll give in. I know I will. I have it hidden in my Steam account right now. We'll see what happens in the future. By the way, did we have Horizon Zero Dawn skill that let you pick up arrows from enemies? Or was that in another game? I want to say... I don't remember now. I was wondering that too. Actually, back in episode number 1, I was thinking that. And I'm like, dude, couldn't we like pick up arrows? I don't think we could. I think it was always a crafting thing. Like you always wanted to craft them. But I could be wrong. I know in... Tomb Raider, it was you could unlock a skill, right, to pick them up. That's a new standard for games nowadays. I know it, right? Isn't that unfortunate? All right, let's make our way up. So the climbing completely different now. Now that we changed that keybind, we don't have any kind of yeah, she seems to be climbing just fine now. So that was a weird interaction. A conflict of buttons, I guess. That was a weird one. So do not bind your wall jump as the same button as like to jump onto something. You have to unbind it from, don't put it as spacebar basically. But we do got some machines up here. I want to see you play Dragon's Dogma eventually. Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen, Boogie. Yeah. You know me. It's killing me not playing it right now. There's no way across over here. Oh, there is
Get away from me, you bucket of balls.
Is that one seeing me over there? You have such good eyesight. I hope you die. I'm gonna make it happen. And no. I'll just land. We'll get in hide mode. That one didn't see me, did it? No.